So back then I was feeling a little bit empty and all over the place because of the anime community in general. I mean, come on, my dress-up darling just straight up bodied Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer season 2 because of a girl. A freaking girl! But we don't talk about that. I've already made a video basically shit talking about anime, and one of them was my dress-up darling. But that's not what this video is about. Basically, I was just sad about my dress-up darling just bodied both of these animes, and bottom line, I was at a very low point in my life, and I needed a good piece of entertainment to watch and hopefully make me happy. And at that time, my boy Degenerosity uploaded a video called Comedy Anime, and his top 1 favorite comedy anime was a show called Kaguyasamaloveiswar. And basically he was being a Kaguyasama meat writer and trying his best to recommend the show to everyone, and I was like, oh, I've heard of this show, maybe I should check it out. And this is me 6 episodes into the show.
Oh, love me, mister, more mister, you make John 99 because it did.
So yeah, you get the point. This video is gonna be a review of the first 2 seasons of Kaguya-sama. And fair warning, this video contains spoiler for the first 2 seasons of Kaguya-sama. So if you haven't watched this anime yet, what are you even doing in your life? Shit posting on social media that Elon Musk bought Twitter? Bro, go do yourself a solid and watch Kaguya-Samaloveiswar, man, you won't regret it. Me and the homies with Kaguya-sama. And if you're still not convinced, I'll leave a link in the description down below of this video. Perhaps it will convince you to watch this. And if you're still not convinced, you, go watch X-Arm's show then. So yeah, this video is starting to get long enough, and this is just basically the beginning. So without further ado, let's get straight into the point. What makes this show good? Well, obviously the first thing that me and the Kaguya-sama fandom can agree on is the cast of characters. I am not kidding. Every single character in this show is f***ing amazing and likable. Not to mention, their development throughout the series is just mind-blowing, just mwah. So let's start with the characters. Let's start with Kaguya. Not gonna lie, when I first started the show, I was feeling a little bit skeptical towards Kaguya. I thought she was gonna be that selfish, spoiled rich brat, being both a tsundere and a yandere towards Shirogane, and being manipulative towards him. But my opinion towards her drastically changed when I got into episode like 3. I really liked her character a lot. Throughout the show, she went from a lonely person who didn't have friends, almost no one to talk to, completely isolated from interacting with people, to a girl who finally found her friend group. And not only she deeply cares about Miyuki, she also cares about her friends. There was an episode where Kaguya had to help Ishigami, and we'll get to our favorite emo boy later. Anyway, she had to help him out and be his study partner just to not fail at this one exam, because if he did, he will be completely kicked out of the academy. And this episode, I remember, was so wholesome. I loved the part where she stood up to him. That part was just amazing, man. I might have judged Kaguya a little bit too early when I got into the show, and that's kinda my fault. But turns out in the end, she was a rich girl who wants to live her life like everyone else and make friends along the way, and she started becoming more and more social and more caring for her friends, which by the way really rubbed off on me. I really liked Kaguya. Chika Fujiwara. Here she is, the best girl of this show. Well, at least for some people, not for me. Chika is what people think that she definitely stole the show for some people. And I kinda get it. She's that airheaded, dumb, likable person who always gets in the way between Miyuki and Kaguya's relationship. Unintentionally though, cause obviously she's dumb. All jokes on the side, I really liked her. She is so funny, sweet, and cute. She is a wifey material and a great mother figure. Man, I want Chika Fujiwara to be my mother. Never mind, I take that back. Also, she got some big Hayasaka Ai, Kaguya's Alfred, basically. There's really not much to say about her. I just prefer her over Chika as both a waifu and a character. Before you spam the dislike button, hear me out. I don't know, man, to be honest, why I prefer Hayasaka over Chika Fujiwara. I don't know, man. I'm into mature, chill, hot women, and she's one of them. Hayasaka went from a person who thought the relationship that's going on between the main two characters completely stupid to completely resenting Kaguya about why they won't just confess to each other, and she wished that someone loved her as much as Kaguya and Shirogane loved each other. Yeah, she's definitely in my top 50 favorite characters, and I always wait for her to show up. And I love the dynamic between her and Kaguya. It's just the best, to be honest. Ishigami, you, my favorite character in this whole show. He is so goated, and he's well written to a point where I can't even imagine the show without him. Ishigami Yu is in my top 20, plus he's more relatable, at least for me. When he's there, he basically just makes the show 10 times funnier, to be honest. And there was an episode in season 2 which focused entirely on Ishigami, but I'll get into that later in this video. But in my opinion, he's completely stole the show for me. I can't wait to see more of him in the future seasons. Miyuki Shirogane. There's really not much to say about him. He's a president of this academy, and with that he holds a lot of responsibilities about the school and about his co-workers, and he always tries to achieve that person who is perfect at everything goal to make the students look up to him. But deep down, he's a normal, hard-working human being that wants to have fun with his friends and act like most of us when it comes to having feelings for someone. And basically, he overthinks about everything he says or does to this person, which is obviously Shinomiya Kaguya, and either in a good way or in a bad way, and that's really realistic. Like, I can imagine a teenager relationship in real life exactly like that, because that's actually what real teenagers do when it comes to having crush on someone. Same thing goes to Shinomiya, of course. She acts like a normal teenage girl when it comes to that sort of stuff. What I also love about this show is how hard the animation goes. My god, A1 Pictures went hard on this anime. And it's just stunning how the show depicts some of the conversations into the most absurd or in a funny way. Not to mention, the anime is extremely faithful to the manga, which I really liked. Personally, the anime is a little bit better for me because the creativity of the animation is really top tier, and the comedic timing and how how creative the jokes go into the show when it comes to the timing and the animation. Also, they have a lot of subtle JoJo references. The voice acting, holy f***ing shit. I haven't watched the dub version yet, and I'm planning to rewatch this show with the dub version, but don't worry about it. I am talking about the sub version right now, and my god, you can basically just tell that the voice actors in this show put so much effort when it comes to delivering each and every emotions the characters go through in this show. I also love how the show can be so funny, and when the show turn around to give you a freaking To Your Eternity type of drama, enough to make freaking Moist Critical burst into tears. I really liked how that show can make me bust out laughing and can make me freaking sad at the same time. Can make me so freaking sad and depressed in equal measures. The balance between these two is just Gordon Ramsay's chef kiss. Delicious. Before I wrap up this video, I want to talk about episode 11 in season 2. Now, episode 11 in season 2 is a prime example of how such an excellent comedy anime can turn very dramatic and depressing, but in a good way, by simply dropping a tragic as hell backstory about Ishigami Yu. And it's just the perfect character development for Ishigami. The way they showed you what he went through as a middle schooler, and it was in a realistic way, seeing him defending someone he likes, and eventually the students are shit talking him that he's the one who's causing a fuss here. And we get to see how much this situation affected him in a terrible way. And by the way, I really think that Ishigami's voice actor nailed it in this episode. He really did a great job in delivering every single emotion that Ishigami had in this episode, especially that one part when he got really mad and starts erasing the paper over and over again. Not long after, he finally sees hope again from his best friend Shirogane, putting an end to all those negative thoughts that are running on his mind, and you get to see him finally opening his eyes to the world again and having the time of his life, not giving a shit about people's opinions on him, and finally starts opening up and finding his own people. And the fun part is that we get to see that throughout the show as well. He starts opening up more and more in the student council and bonding with Shirogane, Chika, and also Kaguya a lot. But this episode was a huge jump when it comes to his character development, but in a very good way. You feel proud, you feel happy for him, and I cannot put into words of how much I really like this episode. It is really such a spectacular episode, and it's easily my favorite episode of this show, and I don't think it will get any better than this. It's just fucking amazing, man, to see this character development of Ishigami from a shy, scared, depressed teenager to a one badass motherfucker. It's just overall, I think Kaguya-sama-Love-is-War is fucking amazing, and it secured a place in my top 10, to be honest. I had a freaking blast watching this show, and I'm gonna give season 1 a heart emoji, but I'm gonna give season 2 the star emoji. That's the highest rating in my rating system. I just think season 2 of Kaguya-sama did everything that was good in season 1 and make it 10 times better, which I really liked. I haven't watched season 3 yet. I know it's still running to this day, but I'm gonna catch up to it after I finish recording this video, or after I finish uploading this video, to be exact. And I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Follow your boy on IG and Twitter, and if you like my content and you want to see more, then hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video. It's free and it won't take you more than 10 seconds. As always, this has been Blue. I hope y'all have blessed, amazing day, and I'm out of here.